is Alex Alavoa for Rebel News, and I'm currently in Porto, Portugal, and I came here on vacation, and I decided to take the opportunity to create a short informational segment about what's happening in the country. While I was in Porto, I noticed that the Prime Minister of Portugal was visiting one of the markets we were at, along with his ministers. So I took the chance to speak with people and get a better understanding of the situation. In case you were not aware, Portugal held an election in 2024 in which the Democratic Alliance won. However, after about a year in power, the party lost a non-confident vote. Since it was a minority government, Portugal will now head into a new election on May 18. Right now, according to the polls, the Democratic Alliance is still leading with Luis Montenegro at its head. Many people on the ground see this election as a waste of time and money, and I also interviewed someone from the government representative. I'll let you listen to the full interview.
So today we have our Prime Minister, as well as ministers and Secretary of State, just hanging here at the markets of Bulhão. This is an iconic place. The first time it's happening in Portugal. So right now they had a meeting. All the ministers had a meeting regarding the situation in Portugal, which we have a political crisis regarding the fall of the government, and this is what's happening right now in Portugal.
For the people who don't follow the situation in Portugal regarding politics, can you explain what happened, the crisis and the non-confident vote?
Yeah, last year we had elections. Those elections didn't give us the absolute majority. So what happened is we have a minority government, meaning we depend on most of the parties so we can have our proposals to go forward. Since we had a situation allegedly regarding some companies from the Prime Minister, we had two censure motions and one confidence motion. Those first two censure motions were rejected by the whole Parliament, but the confidence motion, which the government uses its ability to ask the Parliament if they have the confidence of the Parliament to work, it was also rejected. That meaning that gave us the situation we are now, which we have to call for elections since we have a management government. So basically that's it.
Because you had an election a year ago and the Socialist Party was defeated. So what is the main concern that the party have to go to an election?
The main concern right now is to get something that is not on the public sphere, meaning it's only basically the business life that our Prime Minister had before. That is being questioned, but most of the parties on the Parliament, and this is what the main concern, that there's not the Portuguese people's lives being talked about, but only his life, his professional life before.
I know that in Portugal, like other countries, have a big issue with immigration. Can you tell us what is your party stands for the immigration?
The political party right now, the Partido Social Democrata, it's Democrat Social Party, doesn't at all says that we are against immigrants. Not at all. We have to manage the immigration. That's our concern, our main concern, but always in a moderate thought, in a moderate action. This meaning we must control our borders, but with the respect that our immigrants have and as dignity they have as human beings as well.
Do you have any concern? Because I heard recently that the European Commission, European Parliament, wants to impose a fee, like a ticket or fines, to countries that refuse to take their part on immigration. Do you have any concern? Because I know that some countries don't want more, but they cannot afford to go forward and to pay those fines.
That question, that matter hasn't arrived to Portugal yet. There haven't been any conversation about that on my knowledge. much, but we know about the situation like Poland, Italy as well, and we always are keen to see what is happening outside of Portugal, and that for us is important to as well to sort of to manage as well in Portugal.
What is the main issue that Portugal is facing?
Right now, the political crisis without any doubt, because of the international context that we are living in, with some wars happening and the tensions escalating. That's our main concern. That this political crisis gives us lots of problems. We are not on the table. We are fearing that we are not on the table, and basically that's what's happening right now on politicians.
Do Portugal have any tension with the United States since Donald Trump taken the power?
Not at all. We have great relations with the United States. They are our main. We had a base of them in our economic zone, exclusive economic zone, meaning we had a base in Lajes, in Azores, and we have perfect relations with the United States. We haven't been taking any bad sides on this matter. So at this moment, we are in good relations, and we hope to continue with the good relations with the United States and Portugal as well.
From a point of view from Portugal, how do you see things happening in America?
With all due respect, the situation that is in between Canada and the United States, that's only between them. But we see with a lot of concern the tension again is escalating in every way in every part of the world, and we are concerned about we believe that diplomatic way is our way, as we can see with our Dr. Antonio Costa, which is the head of European Council, and also with the General Secretary Antonio Guterres. They are the perfect diplomats for any tensions that might lead. So I believe what we see with a lot of worry, but with a lot of hope as well, that everything will be okay.
So, last question: you're going to an election. Everything is in the poll for the same party, the Democratic Alliance. So, how do you feel to see so much money being wasted for an election that will result in the same thing?
Yeah, we believe that these elections were not supposed to happen. This is the problem. We didn't want elections. We also wanted our party to continue managing the government for the people, which the daily life of the Portuguese felt. This was mostly a provoked election, and we cannot not let that, and not the Portuguese will let this happen. That's why we are on the polls ahead of.
Don't forget to go over rebelfieldreports.com if you want to support our journalism. And by the way, today it's not on Rebel News Dimes, but mine, because I was on vacation, and I think it's really important to get the information out over you so you can support our journalism at rebelfieldreports.com.